in advance and give it to the chairman so that we know who are the people who have come, including the list of the officials, which again I try to see. We have Dr. Yogesh Rudapachare, member Green Planet Society and New Chandrapur. Welcome. Can you come forward or just use that mic? Please proceed. एक कुर्सी के लिए देते हैं। ये presentation बाद में होगा यार। This presentation, you want that presentation before?
Presentation running now. Just hear the exhaust first.
Okay.
And then they can ask to go back and take it.
Okay. Please proceed, since we have already been called.
Good morning to all. This is Dr. Yogesh Rudapachare from Chandrapur. I am belonging from the NGO Green Planet Society. I am working in this area since last 2003 in the area of forest and wildlife. And after all of my experience in this landscape, I came towards the conclusion that number of issues are there in the landscape of Tadobandari Tiger Reserve. We know that it's the biggest district in the concern of the tiger population in the entire world, having 140 tigers in the single district. But there are a number of issues which are conflict towards the aim and benefits of the people. So, on the basis of this, I have presented my delegation, and I am putting in the four big heading the full forest analysis, that is the SWOT analysis. So, I am putting in the strength, thereafter the weakness, thereafter the opportunities and threats of the Tadova landscape, and there are some suggestions to the various bodies and also to the chairman and all these parliamentary committee which I am putting now. Sir, no doubt that the forest is very rich. There are about 35% of the area under forest, having a big tiger population, not only the tigers, but the biodiversity is also present in this area. And certain strains of this forest are there. We are giving so much employment to the tribals, to the tourists, other resort owners, and like this. There is a marketing of the non-timber forest project. Government of Maharashtra have identified about 40 MTPM, and the tribal people are using these products for their benefits. We are giving the employment to the various people in this area. There are a number of forest-based industries also in this area. The biggest forest-based industry is located in Ballarshah, that is the peak. So these are some certain strengths in this forest area. But we must also remember that there are a number of weaknesses in this forest also. And the biggest weakness in this area is that the area is very notorious in the concern of the man-animal conflict. And I have some data that from 2002 to 2014, about 135 people were killed in the man-animal conflicts. And now the data goes to that already it has crossed to 150. So in this area, we can say that the whole Chandrapur is very notorious in the concern of the man-animal conflict. So various developmental projects are also coming in the forest area. And the biggest project we can say that there are the number of coal mines which are already arrived in this area. So there are 36 coal mines in the districts. And it is very sad to say that about 21 coal mines are already operating in the forest area. The industry, that is the CSPS industry, is the thermal power station in Chandrapur. It comes in the 80s in Chandrapur city. And it has Iraida, which is the biggest dam in the district. It has also consumed 30 forest compartments that is submerged in the water. And this type of other developmental projects also. number of roads are there which are coming, railways are, there are other linear projects are also coming in the forest, and all these are hampering to the development of the wildlife. Then the monoculture, which is being run by the FDCM, is also one of the aspects which needs or reduce the biodiversity in the districts. So these are the all we can say that the traits or the weaknesses of the forest in Chandrapur area. Forest-based industries are dying. There was one very big cluster center was in the district from the Badasha road, but due to pollution, that the report from the agency saying that due to pollution, that the insects cannot grow now, and therefore it is also already we can see it is dead today. Now that opportunities are there also in the wildlife tourism, but we have to see that whether that there must be the balance between the tourism and its strain, because today we are seeing that many of the trees are entering in the forest area, the whole area, and therefore there must be the balance. The study must be there that today we can say that about 1 lakh tourists are entering in the Tadoba area, and there are 6 states today, but we must see that there must be the balance between the carrying capacity of the tourists and what exactly the population of the tourists are entering in the
1 lakh in 1 year.
Yes, yes, sir. It already crossed 1 lakh.
So what do you suggest for that? What is your
So earlier there was I also was a part of that committee who decided that number of routes and number of vehicles almost must be entered in the park area. So I'm just only saying that the deep study must be there. Now even we can say that the whole tasks and negotiations are going in the developmental stage, and we must decide that how much that the vehicles must be entered in the park area. No doubt that when the people are entering in the area, that the tigers are becoming more familiar with the man. They are not understanding between the distance between the pristine forest and also the outer forest. And that because they are now going out and entering the cities area.
what do you want? You want to reduce the number of
Yes, sir.
tourists?
We can, I'm not saying that the local tourism must be banned, but there must be the balance within the tourism capacity.
Reduce the number. What is the suggestion?
I have given here some suggestions, sir, that comprehensive tourism plan must be there. Not only the concern of the Tadoba, but it must cover the FDCM, the territorial forest, and also the core area. And there are some linkage between all this tourism. Then we should not enter the further developmental project in the forest area. Even today, sir, there are number of mines are already in the pipeline, and that the mining blocks are already very close to the core area, and that the mining must be stopped further. And the next one is that one dam is also entering in the proposed, that is the Human Dam. If that comes in the Tadoba area, it will devastate the whole forest.
Where is the gap?
It is the northern part of the Tadoba, and it will create very big.
Is there a proposal to
It's
construct
proposed,
a dam?
but it is in, we can say that it is in the further procedure of the clearances.
Who is planning that? Irrigation department?
Yes.
Inside there is one.
On the very basis. And it will break the corridor between the Nagasira Wildlife Sanctuary as well as the Tadoba if that comes. So that must not be there. And definitely that it will increase the man-animal conflict if that time comes. And the second was that, sir, that the whole India now, since last 1 week, the Chandrapur is the top in the world in the concern of the maximum temperature. The temperature increases here because we feel that because there are a number of other cities who are related to Chandrapur, they don't have much temperature. but Chandrapur records highest always. The maximum temperature which is recorded in Chandrapur city, it was 49.2 degrees Celsius. It was recorded in 2007. And now the trends is coming that this type of the weather.
There are a couple of places
Yes, sir.
which are to be very hot in the country. Chandrapur is one.
Yes, sir.
One of the, not the only one. Orissa has many places where the temperature is more than 100.
Yes, sir.
And Churu in Rajasthan is there. India is a very big country, so
But
yes, I see your point. Yes, this is an issue. I have gone through your memorandum. So if there is anything more which you have not mentioned,
maybe, sir, but I have
we are taking this seriously. That's why we called. And we have the senior officials present here who will take on board. And it is not a ritual exercise. And the concerns need to be addressed. We are telling the senior officials, both of the Maharashtra state government, who are managing the reserve, and the Union government, Ministry of Environment and Policy, to do so, because they have to be Indian nationals. It's always done as anything develops, whether it is tourism inside the country, then we start working on an how to reduce the vehicle emissions of the number of vehicles. So all these things have to be done scientifically. So should we not take that? And we have also expressed concern about the mining, the fly ash, which we will ask the officials.
coal is very early in this area, sir.
I read that.
It has about 40% of the forest area. Even then we are within the forest, superior forest of that coal.
I think they have to find the official. I'm just making observation on this case. About the quality of coal used in the Chhatrapati Shivaji Thermal Power Station and the mining area of the police of coal quality. Then the environment people should discuss with the concern. Why are we doing that? And the quantity of fly ash is huge, which will pollute the entire area, and which is not being managed. That we would like to report to the Maharashtra Pradesh. Thank you.
Last one, just on the data, there must be the comprehensive area of this area, sir. We also feel that there is, that this area already crossed the potential of industrialization. There are number of other.
Gentlemen, let me tell you, the committee's mandate is to look into all these issues and also the policies, the implementation. And it makes its report to the parliament. And the government of the day is accountable to the parliament. So therefore, as parliamentarians, we shall do what we can in our report and recommendations, what we feel is necessary. Now the next one, you can remain present here until the next one speaks. अब अपना परिचय दें.
Myself, Professor Suresh Chopne, President of Green Planet Society, and also one of the members of the RSCs in VFCs. So, मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगा.
यहाँ बिल्कुल हिंदी में बोले राष्ट्रभाषा
सर एक समस्या जो पूरे देश की है, यहाँ की भी है, वो फॉरेस्ट राइट है. समस्या इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि जो व्यक्तिगत जो पट्टे दिए जाते हैं तो इतने ज़्यादा है चंद्रपुर गढ़चिरौली में कि आप कल्पना नहीं कर सकते. और इससे काश्तकार जो इलीगल जो फार्मिंग करते हैं और बाद में पट्टा उनको मिल जाता है. थाउजेंड्स ऑफ हेक्टर्स जो फॉरेस्ट लैंड है तो वो उनको मिल जाए. ये समस्या एक सबसे यहाँ ज़्यादा है.
आदिवासी लोग
आदिवासी इलीगल फार्मिंग होती है जंगल तोड़ के, तो वो और इसका डेट भी नहीं है कि जैसे 2005 से डेट दी थी उसके बाद कोई भी इलीगल फार्मिंग नहीं होगी. अभी तक ये डेट नहीं है. आज भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर इसको मंजूरी दे रहे हैं तो इसकी फाइनल डेट होना चाहिए कि इसके बाद नहीं होना चाहिए।
देखिए, ये आपका सुझाव, ये समस्या थोड़ी पेचीदा है कि देश की आबादी देखते हैं, आदिवासियों की आबादी देखते। अभी तक आदिवासी लोगों की सराहना करने को भी नहीं। अगर उनको समाज की तरफ से, प्रशासन प्रशासन की तरफ से ना कोई अधिकार मिलेगा, ना कोई न्याय मिलेगा, तो आपके नज़दीक में बाजू में जो हो रहा है वैसा उपद्रव कुछ ज़्यादा रहता है। तो ये एक संतुलित तरीके से इसका समाधान संतुलित तरीके से होता है।
आदिवासी
पता जो सरकारें देती है ना, कि मेरी जानकारी है, अधिकारी आपको बैठे और लोग हैं जो शासन में रह चुके हैं, राज्यों में मंत्री रह चुके हैं, हमारे कई साथी उनको अनुभव है। ज़्यादातर भूमिहीनों को दिया जाता है सरकार की तरफ से।
यहाँ बिजनेस है
वो आपने कहा
आदिवासी नहीं है,
आपने कहा है।
लोग ही यहाँ से
सबको राजस्थान में भी दिया देखा मैंने देना आदिवासियों को जो 2005 साल से पहले रह रहे हैं, वो बात अलग है। बट अभी पेशा बन गया है, लोग बस में, मेरे यहाँ पे पर्टिकुलरली पूना डिस्ट्रिक्ट में मैंने बड़ा ड्राइव लिया था उनके अगेंस्ट में। बाहर से लोग आते हैं बस में भर भर के 50-50 लोग जंगल में जाके ताला लेते हैं और छाप तोड़ के चालू कर देते हैं। तो लोगों कहा किया था।
I think we'll also report
It is very, very important. I have raised this issue in Lok Sabha 2-3 times.
या
It's a
मानेकर
very, very serious issue. In the name of FRAC Act, people are taking illegal possession of the forest land, and some of them they try to attack forest officials as well as local Adivasis also. तो ये
आपने
बड़ी
अभी-
समस्या है।
तो आप अपनी बात बताएं। मेरा आपको एक सुझाव है, जो कुछ आपको कहना है कह दें सूक्ष्म तरीके से, एक हमको लिख के जरूर जिस तरह से दूसरों ने लिख के दिया है उसको लिख के आप जरूर दें। क्योंकि अभी जो हमारे अनिल पाटिल जी ने कहा है अपने अनुभव के आधार पर, एक
वो जो वहाँ रह रहा है सर, उसकी तो बातचीत लैंग्वेज का फॉलो कर रहे हैं, आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं लोग कि
ये यहाँ का एक
और यहाँ मानेकर करके जो एरिया है वो तो नांदेड़ से और महाराष्ट्र के बाकी यहाँ से हजारों लोग यहाँ आके बसे हैं, गाँव बसे हैं खेती में।
अब ये सब बातें उसमें लिख के हम
दूसरा जो पोजिशन की जो इशू यहाँ पे है, तो ताड़ोबा जो है एक अभी आइलैंड बन गया है, क्योंकि एक तालाब है, खेतियाँ है और माइंस, बड़ी बड़ी कोल माइंस यहाँ भी बन चुकी है। और आज भी फॉरेस्ट में भी कोल माइंस देने के प्रस्ताव आ रहे हैं। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि कोई अभी इसके बाद तो फॉरेस्ट बचा ही नहीं है, सब 15-16% फॉरेस्ट बचा है। इसके बाद फॉरेस्ट डायवर्शन भी बंद होना चाहिए, क्योंकि बचा ही नहीं है फॉरेस्ट, और आगे आगे कितना फॉरेस्ट जाएगा इसकी कल्पना भी नहीं है। तो कोई भी फॉरेस्ट लैंड में कोई भी माइन या डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट वहाँ ना हो जाए, उसको प्राइवेट लैंड दिया जाए या फिर किसी और लैंड में। तो क्योंकि ऑलरेडी ये पूरा गिर चुका है इंडस्ट्री से, ये चंद्रपुर की बात नहीं है, बाकी की बात है। प्रदूषण जो है इसका अलग एक इशू है, क्योंकि चंद्रपुर का जो सेमी स्कोर है वो 83 था, बाद में 81 हो गया, और अब थोड़ा कम हो गया, 54 सेमी स्कोर हो गया। मगर ये WCL जो वेस्टर्न कोल माइन फील्ड है वो किसी नॉर्म को फॉलो नहीं करते, MPCB की नहीं, CPCB की नहीं और मिनिस्ट्री की, अपने तरीके से वो काम करते। तो बाकी भी इंडस्ट्री तो उसकी कंट्रोल नहीं, लॉज है, एक्ट्स है, उसकी कंट्रोल नहीं, वो सबसे बड़ा यहाँ इशू है पोल्यूशन का। नहीं तो यहाँ पोल्यूशन तो 1 महीने में गायब हो जाए अगर ये वायलेशन अगर रिजॉल्व नहीं। दूसरा अगर इसका इशू है लीनियर प्रोजेक्ट्स पूरे इंडिया में, चंद्रपुर तो उसमें एक है कि लीनियर प्रोजेक्ट्स में रोड नए बन रहे हैं, हाईवे बन रहे हैं, रेलवेज नए ट्रैक्स बन रहे हैं, इरिगेशन के कैनल्स बहुत सारे आ रहे हैं, और ये ज़्यादातर फॉरेस्ट लैंड से जा रहे हैं। और फॉरेस्ट लैंड के जाते वक्त ठीक है डेवलपमेंट है तो ये भी हमें करना पड़ेगा, अगर मिटिगेशन नहीं है, एक रास्ता जा रहा है तो 100 की स्पीड से वहाँ गाड़ियाँ जा रही हैं, जानवर बाहर मर रहे हैं, आदमी तो मर रही है, तो वो मिटिगेशन नहीं हो रही। तो फॉरेस्ट लैंड पे जितने भी लीनियर प्रोजेक्ट जा रहे हैं तो उसको टोटली मिटिगेशन वाइल्ड लाइफ के हिसाब से होना है, जो आज नहीं हो। दूसरा फॉरेस्ट में जो आग लगती है, वो घटनाएं अपने इंडिया में ज़्यादा है, चंद्रपुर में भी ज़्यादा है। हर साल कुछ न कुछ लोग, तो ये तो गांव के जो लोग हैं वो प्रैक्टिसेस उनकी बहुत पुरानी, तो उन पर कंट्रोल अगर लाया जाए तो बायोडाइवर्सिटी बहुत सारी इसमें बच। और
आग
एक
लगने के कई कारण होते हैं,
बहुत कारण
नॉर्मली
है, हाँ,
नहीं,
कंट्रोल ही चाहिए।
प्राकृतिक कारण होते हैं।
सर एक इशू है कि टाइगर के जो कॉरिडोर्स है वो नोटिफाइड नहीं है। तो हम जहाँ कभी कभी पूछते हैं कि यहाँ वाइल्ड लाइफ है, कॉरिडोर है, तो यमोई बोलते हैं कि यहाँ कोई वाइल्ड लाइफ कॉरिडोर नहीं है।
मुझे
WI बोलती
मुझे
है
आपकी इस जानकारी पे थोड़ा सा शंका है। I just asked the officers concerned to tell us whether we have to notify Nile corridors.
No, sir, actually it is right, sir. It is Wildlife Protection Act. We have got identified corridors for tiger as well as elephant, sir. Unfortunately, it is not covered within the Wildlife Protection Act presently. So we are in the process of amending it and we are going to propose of keeping the corridors of tiger as well as elephant as part of the act. Right now, he is absolutely correct, sir.
तो जो भी आप
This is a serious link.
Sir, sir. This is an
The
issue.
development is taking place,
Right.
particularly the highways, the railway projects, other projects which are coming up in the industrialization.
Exactly.
It is vitally important that we take urgent steps
Right.
to protect the wildlife and the forest.
तो इसलिए
Is it not wildlife, side of wildlife?
This is wildlife areas.
Wildlife corridor.
There are connectivities from one patch of forest to another. So these are called as corridors. These are not legally notified yet.
Fine. आप बाकी और भी कोई सुझाव
और एक तो
हैं
छोटे से पर दो के बाद बिल्डिंग बनी है।
कुछ और लोगों को भी बुलाना हो?
बात जो मैन एनिमल करने का भी एक कारण है, क्योंकि कॉरिडोर में गाँव है, खेतियाँ है इनमें, और चंद्रपुर की जब बात करें तो हर साल बाघ
इसका हमने आरंभ में मैंने स्वयं जितनी
हाँ।
की थी उसकी मालूमात है सर।
पर्यटन का जो विषय है, अभी यहाँ तो इको टूरिज्म नाम की अलग एक कंसेप्ट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने शामिल आई है, इको टूरिज्म, और वो फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन एक्ट में वो बोलती है ये वो इसकी परवानगी नहीं है। इको टूरिज्म इसमें छत्तीसगढ़ में है, शायद वहाँ भी, यहाँ भी, तो फॉरेस्ट क्लियरेंस नहीं दिया जाता ऐसे ही कहीं ना कहीं बात करते रास्ते पर कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है कि हमारे यहाँ ये प्रपोजल आते हैं, तो ये टूरिज्म भी है वो भी कंट्रोल होना, बिल्कुल कंट्रोल। नहीं तो ये जंगल वन्य जीवों के लिए, बाघों के लिए जंगल है या आदमी के लिए जंगल है, ये हमारे सामने सवाल आता है। किसके लिए बना है? कॉरिडोर नहीं, कुछ नहीं, सब ब्रेक हो रहे हैं। यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक आइलैंड रह गया था, या सभी बाकी भी वाइल्ड लाइफ जहाँ जहाँ है अभ्यारण्य, ये सिचुएशन, बाहर जाने की जगह भी थोड़ी बची है, इसलिए